So as we saw, Demi Lovato recreates the night of her 2018 drug overdose in her new video. It shows her on a stretcher being revived after her near-death experience, where she suffered from organ failure, a heart attack, and several strokes. Now, in last month's documentary, also called Dancing with the Devil, Demi revealed she had been smoking heroin and crack with a combination of other hard drugs that night. During an interview with CBS Sunday Morning, Demi said she is now, quote, California sober, meaning she still drinks and smokes marijuana. Now, that's not an official term medically, but California sober usually means you don't drink, you just smoke weed. So that's what we wanted to let people. And have psychedelics. Important, exactly. All right. So what do you think about Demi being California sober, and also about the video? Jeff, what do you think?
Listen, I'm going to take a strong take on this. I'm not with it. You know what I mean? I think it's an insult to people who are sober. And if you start making excuses, is exactly what I think this is, an excuse, and you start writing your own rules of what your definition of sober is, it's insulting to people who really take sobriety seriously. That's my take. And it's. Do
you find California sober the term?
I do.
Yeah, a little offensive?
A little bit. Just, not to me personally, but to someone who works very hard.
Yeah.
Like Michael Dean over there. Sorry, I hope I don't call him up, but it's like he works very hard at that, and I'm proud of him. Like Mike, this situation, I'm very proud of Mike. It's like when you work hard at something, it kind of lessens what your take on it is.
Right, and I want to hear from Erica, because whatever about my thoughts on this story, but I just want to tell everybody, California sober, I believe, started because obviously California is one of the first places that marijuana was legal.
It was legalized, yeah.
So when a lot of people did stop drinking, they only did marijuana for the most part. So when you throw drinking with the California sober, it's a wash. It's no longer a thing anymore. You're literally just saying I don't do heroin, which is not California sober.
That's a great point. Erica, how do you feel about the whole situation and the video? I'm okay with the video. I just don't like the terminology she's using.
I think it's her journey. Sobriety is a very personal journey. Taking those steps is very much appropriate the way that it's to your actual story. I think there's a theme here in terms of her story. Everybody else owned her narrative. Those clips of all the sound bites from news groups reporting on her overdose were very important to be integrated into this music video. Now, I'm not familiar with California sober or anything else, but I do understand when someone's trying to take control of their narrative and also defining what their story is going to be.
Interesting. I appreciate that. I'm just a lot of people writing in. Yolanda writes, there's no such thing, and this is coming from a Californian, so interesting.
And I do worry about somebody that has trouble with opioids still drinking, because it's a disinhibitor, and once you've lowered your inhibitions, that's when you go, well, this one time. And a lot of times when people die, it's from the second time they relapse, because their body loses that tolerance, because it's no longer built up in your system. So when you do the exact same amount you used to before, it overwhelms your system. So
and that's coming from someone who is sober. We're so proud of you, Al.
Yeah, wow.
Woo!
At the 481 days.
Yeah, baby.
Weird.